The New York Knicks, they're going to embark on their playoff journey on Saturday evening as they start Game 1 of their first-round series with the Philadelphia 76ers. So let's preview Game 1. We're going to do it with one of the hosts from the Knick of Time show. You've seen him on here with me many times. My guy, Lee Esocbado, in the building. Well, not in the building. He's elsewhere, but joining me here on the show. Lee, how's it going, man?
Good, brother. Glad to be here representing the KOT show. My main man, Jay Ellis, Ryan, and the Rookie of the Year, Ebony Dumas. Ready to talk some Knicks.
Yes, shout out to Jay Ellis, Ryan, and Ebony. Yourself is always doing a fantastic job. Lee, let's get into it because heading into Game 1, you know this, all eyes are going to be on the stars for each team, Jalen Brunson and Joel Embiid. But we know this, role players are always key in these playoff matchups. So how important is it for the Knicks role players to get off to a good start in the first game of the series?
The two most important role players this series to me are Isaiah Hartenstein and Josh Hart. Hart will have an opportunity to earn his payday this summer guarding Joel Embiid. Now, Tibbs doesn't incorporate a lot of zone defense, so you're going to see a lot of single coverage. That means Hart on Embiid guarding him one-on-one. And Hart finished second in defensive estimated plus-minus, so he's no slouch. And crunch time, I think you'll see some of his teammates, maybe a Josh Hart or OG, send some double teams. Those double teams have to be quick on the catch in a high post and stunt and recover on Embiid in low post. Concerning Josh Hart, that's my X factor. Now that he's slotted back into small forward with OG and Anunoby at 4, he can go back to being the playmaker in the short roll and a one-man fast break off of rebounds. Those two are the X factors for the series, and I think it is a competitive edge.
All right, giving them a little bit of an edge with the role players, hopefully stepping up for the Knicks. We'll see what they can do in the first game. Now, the Sixers, they ranked 5th in the league in opponents' three-point percentage at 35.4%. New York, they had 3 shooters that shot 40% or better this season, even though the team's volume of three-point shots went down from the prior season. So how should the Knicks look to get quality three-point shots against a tough Sixers defense in the first game of the series?
Dexter, you know I came on this show with a fire Tibbs sign before. I have not been a huge fan, but as the evidence in front of me changes, so must my opinion. And this is where all the new wrinkles Tibbs has implemented offensively will shine. We've seen a lot more off-ball movement, which keeps defenders honest and away from blitzing the perimeter. We've also seen a lot more off-ball screens and horn action on the perimeter, which will free up dudes like Dante DiVincenzo and Miles McBride for open looks. It will be on the Knicks players to move without the ball and not just stand in the corner expecting to pass for open shots. Most of all, when our guys find themselves with the ball in their hands, they have to shoot with confidence. And on that, I got no worries.
No worries there. And this is, as people should know, this is a huge change for Lee, who I give a ton of credit. Lee was on the fired Tibbs train. He got off that train because he's seen better evidence. Now he's a fan of Tom Thibodeau. I feel like the next thing is you're going to be like, give Tibbs an extension. You're going to have to bring that sign. That's what you're going to have to do next time.
Ready for it.
We'll see. I know you'll be ready for it. Okay, so you think they with all that action, they're going to be able to get off the good three-point shots in Game 1 and throughout this series, and we'll see about that. And you know this, one of the keys to getting off to a good start in the series could be rebounding, where the Knicks lead the league in offensive rebounds per game this season. Is this an area that you expect the Knicks to dominate in this series?
Absolutely. No team is more equipped to match up with Embiid than the Knicks, who have 2 elite centers who are adept at offensive rebounding. Winning the non-Embiid minutes, those are few and far between, but anytime Paul Reed is on the court, winning those minutes will be key. But lucky for the Knicks, we don't just rebound from the center position. We got that my X factor, Josh Hart, a one-man rebounding savant who can grab boards anywhere on the court. The combined rebounding force is where we will win by committee. Embiid is a force individually, but you must find advantages as a team, not in individual matchups. And there is where the rest of the team would step up and grab the boards and crash the boards.
All right. Think they're going to do what they've been doing in the regular season and crashing those boards. You mentioned Josh Hart, one of the best players rebounding at his size, and 2 centers in Isaiah Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson. Okay, Lee, Game 1 going down Saturday evening. Garden crowd will be pumped up. You know this. Who wins Game 1 and why?
There's no way you're going to catch me saying anything but a Knicks win. And double blessings to Jalen Brunson for me even be able to say that. Knicks win this game because they will have the best player on the court and the best coach on the sidelines. After years of all of us watching Ramon Sessions, a washed Mike Bibby, Frank Williams, Randall point guard, who can forget Tony Douglas, I have waited my entire life for a point guard like Brunson. And now that he's here, we will have the best player on the court in every series in the East.
Confidence. Not just talking about game one. Every series in the East. I like that.
Every
All right.
series.
If anybody was wondering about Lee Escobado's prediction, Cat is out the bag. And speaking of Cat, I got to mention your cat. I don't know your cat's name, but he was just up on your counter around behind you. He was trying to make an appearance on you. He was trying to steal the shine.
That's my best friend, Sasha.
There
We've
we
been
go,
friends
Sasha.
for 8 years.
All right, shout out to Sasha. She was out here trying to make herself known. I'm assuming he or her. I'm not sure. I might have had that wrong, but
Her. That's
okay,
my best.
want to make sure I had it right. Still got to give Sasha the proper respect, proper shine there. But giving proper respect and shine is my man Lee Escobedo of the Knick of Time Show. Always doing a fantastic job talking some Knicks hoops. Lee, enjoy game one. We will talk soon and keep up the good work. Thank you, sir.
Double blessings to you, Dexter. Double blessings to my dad, who without him, I wouldn't even be a Knicks fan. Love you, Pops.
There you go.